Hello and welcome to my playthrough of Sonic the Hedgehog for the Genesis. I've been looking forward to this game for a long time. I always wanted to do a Sonic Let's Play playthrough, but I've never done one on any of my channels, with any of my commentary teams, so I decided to just finally tackle this game with my childhood. Sonic has, always been there in my life. When I was 5-6 years old, I first played Sonic the Hedgehog 2 at my aunt's house because she used to own a Genesis. She still owns it, just the controller died, so that's, a big problem if you want to play these games. And, afterwards, after I played the second game, I got Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and 1. So, yeah, I gotta say this right now, since I first experienced the speed and the speed and the excitement of Sonic 2, I'm not that fond of Sonic 1. It is a great game. It's a great platformer. It's a really fun game. It's certainly way better than most modern Sonic games these days, but in terms of the classic series, Sonic 1 is my least favorite. First of all, I think it's a lot slower. I think, I missed the spin dash. Kind of missed Tails, that doesn't really matter, but that's not gameplay-wise. I hate the special stages. I really, really do hate them. And, of course, the levels themselves, the pacing, some of those levels are just insane. Oh yeah, I forgot to show something off. Damn it, I wanted to show something off. When you actually enter this first special stage, you don't press anything at all. You don't hold any direction. You will automatically be rolled into this area with the Chaos Emerald, and then it will, the blocks behind you will be solidified or get solid, so you can't fall back out. So it's pretty much beginners. If you don't do anything, you will immediately get in there. So you'll immediately get pushed in there, and it's pretty helpful if you don't know what to do. Especially if you're one of these kind of people like I was when I first played this game. I didn't have time to read the manual. I just wanted to start playing the game. So, played the game, got to my first goal, to my first special ring. I was like, ooh, what is this? And then I saw these, these little rings, these little areas at the end of the special stage where it said goal. And I didn't know a lot of English back then, but I knew goal meant, the goal, it's a goal, I have to go there. So I went there. And I thought, oh, I just get bonus points. That's what the bonus stages are for, right? So for 3 playthroughs straight, I just always went to the goal zone as fast as possible collecting rings. Only then did I figure out that there were actually Chaos Emeralds in the game. Then I read it up, and I was like, oh, you what? Oh yeah. It's a great game, but it has a lot of flaws, in my opinion. Oh god. I really hate these special stages. Every time you think you're making progress, like a bouncer will get you back out of there. An R block will turn the entire stage, and then when you're actually there where you want to be, you will accidentally hit an up block, and the stage will keep scrolling and immediately throw you back down from where you currently are and where you need to be. So, it's just, I really don't appreciate this. I don't appreciate this approach to special stages. I much more prefer the second and the third game when it comes to special stages, though I actually never go for the Chaos Emeralds in the second game, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Green Hill Zone Act 3. Green Hill Zone is, of course, the defining Sonic stage. Every single first level in any Sonic game so far has tried to emulate the Green Hill theme, even in most 3D titles, like Seaside Hill, etc. So, you'll always see a Green Hill kind of themed level in a Sonic game, no matter what. The theme, the tune is incredibly... damn it, forgot that was there. The theme is incredibly, catchy, incredibly recognizable. You show anyone, you even show like a, the mother, a law mother in her 30s. Like, hey, this is this theme. And she's like, oh yeah, that's from that one Mario theme. And then you shoot her in the head. No, okay, but this is incredibly recognizable. This theme and this level got their tribute from Nintendo. In Super Mario Brothers Brawl, Super Smash Brothers. What the hell was I? What was I on there for a second? Sorry, I forgot the title of the game. There you go, the name of the game. Forgot the title of the name. Wait, what? Oh god, Sonic. Yeah, for my childhood on, Sonic was just always my favorites, my favorite, video game hero. I did enjoy both sides. I had my aunt had a Genesis, and my father bought himself an SNES with a lot of games. The SNES came with the SNES that he bought came with the Super Mario All-Stars cartridge, so I got to experience both fan bases and never got into the argument of which side is better. Though I do prefer Sonic's gameplay. But I can clearly say that Mario has incredibly amazing games. Though after All-Stars, I never actually went out of my way to buy any. So Super Mario All-Stars are still on the cartridge, but I think that is the only Mario game that I own. Never owned Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, because I had never had a GameCube. So yeah. Anyway, back to Sonic. Oh god, the music in this game is really God. Marvel Zone. Hate this game. Hate the zone. Well, the part is there are two zones everybody complains about when talking about Sonic 1. Marble Zone, fucking sorry. Marble Zone and Labyrinth Zone. I'm gonna say right now, I understand the existence. That was weird. I jumped on that thing. Never mind. The animation showed me standing, and even though I jumped on it, whatever. Marble Zone, I understand why it exists. I understand why Marble Zone is a slow platformer. I mean, look at it. Do you see something? Does this remind you of something? Sonic was supposed to compete with Mario, you know, Sega versus Nintendo, etc. So, they needed a platforming level. The first level was speed. They showed off what Sonic's strength was. They showed off what Sonic could do. You know, he played in a just open field. And then they had to show that Sonic could do what Mario couldn't. And that was platforming. And they failed. Boy, did they fail. Oh, God. I mean, this is... Marble Zone is their attempt, I would say, at beating Mario at his own game. You know, this is a Bowser's Castle, okay? You can't deny it. Look at it. It's Bowser's Castle, right there. This is it. That's the main reason why Marble Zone exists, in my opinion. I'm probably going to look it up, and since they're like, no, we just had Marble Zone because we felt like it. But in my opinion, I believe it's because they needed something. They needed a platforming. They needed a Mario thing that you know, would tell them, we do! Mario does too, but we do it differently because we're Sega! Like that, right? So, yeah. That's what I believe. So, Marble Zone is completely forgivable. Labyrinth Zone, however, is the shittiest idea ever. You don't ever, it's like they took their mascot, right, Sonic, come over here, and then they just put his face and just push it underwater, you know? Literally, quite literally. The man, you know, he's their mascot. He's supposed to be super awesome. You know, what can Mario do? Swim. Yeah, that's cool. Never drown. Yeah, what does Sonic do? He fucking dies underwater. Not only does he die, as in he drowns, like get killed and stuff. No. Oh god, oh god. No. He actually, the speed is gone. The game actually slows down. Can't tell if it's just emulations because you know I have the game on the DS collection. I have the game on the Gems Collection Plus, and I'm recording it on an emulator. But the game slowed down so horribly every time you're in Labyrinth Zone underwater. And it just shouldn't do that. It's... God. Sorry, that just aggravates me. I really dislike... There is a certain extent to how much slowness I can accept in my... Fuck! Okay, sorry about that. Sorry, I hate this special stage. But yeah, there's only so much speed, so much lack of speed that I can accept in my Sonic game. Sonic's supposed to go fast. That's his thing. You're not supposed to... platforming, understandable. I don't want to just boost to win. I think most modern Sonic games... That's why I like Sonic Generations. Of course, you have to play for... Well, that was close. Play for the modern sections, which is a bit boring. You just boost and you just win. But you know, I like the classics. I understand that there's needs to balance speed with platforming in a platforming game. But this is the best. This is... Marble Zone... No, actually, no, not Marble Zone. God, I forgot his name. Which one's coming next? Oh, Jesus Christ. Starlight Zone. Oh, God, of course, every time I want to make these jumps correctly, like there, oh, it only works during the spiked part, nice. Oh, God. But, yeah. Starlight Zone is Sonic platforming done right. There's nothing in your way. No platforms like these that will that force you, that force you, or no buttons pushing like these, that force you to slow down, stop. Starlight Zone has areas that you can go to, which is my favorite part. Pretty sure that's actually my favorite act in the entire game because of this. In Act 1 of Starlight Zone, if you take the lower routes, there is an area where you have to platform over rotating platforms, and that is my favorite part in this entire game, actually, if thinking about it. Yeah, that's actually, that and Green Hill Zone are my favorite parts in the entire game, because it feels like if you're good at jumping, if you're good at platforming, you can keep the speed, and with speed, jump and platform around the entire section. I like that. I like that a lot, but I'll talk about that when we get there. But yeah, I like platforming. I have absolutely no problem with Sonic platforming. I just like to do it fast. That's one of the reasons that. By the way, Sonic 2, there will be. I don't care about Sonic 2 score, about Sonic 2's Chaos Emeralds. Sonic 2, I want to just run through the level as fast as possible because that game fills me with childlike, joy, like it did in my childhood. I just want to. So once I get to that game, there's going to be no 100% completion or anything. That's just going to be me having an extreme amount of fun. Oh god, I can't barely wait. Sonic for Knuckles, there will be Chaos Emeralds because we need the complete ending. This jump, these jumps are pretty interesting. The lava, it is. Let's go. God, I forgot the word. Damn it. The lava announces itself. Let's go with that. The lava announces its pouring action by, through a small little noise, like a falling noise. But it has a small delay. If you jump immediately after the falling noise, you will jump immediately into the lava. You have to wait about a second or two afterwards to jump. If you know the sound, you know what I mean, because falling sound just sounds ridiculous. Lord. I'm okay with these special stages, the ones that actually have corridors that you can follow. The special stages, like 3 and 6, are completely freaking retarded. The ones that just have you free falling, I hate those so much and don't even understand. Oh my god. Also, this one has a really broken, like, an invisible wall. Right, was it right here? Is it right here? I'm not sure. Oh no, I made it apparently. I'm not sure if it's this one, but one of them has an invisible wall right next to one of those fake goal exits. That if you get down to the exit, but you can save yourself, you will be hopping against that invisible. God, nope. Sorry. You will be jumping against that invisible wall non-stop. There is no way to get back out. So once you jump down, that invisible wall forces you to leave the special stage. But there are rings right behind the invisible wall, so it's a glitch. It means the game's broken at that point. Sorry, that just really aggravates me because that happened to me. I'm actually, you will see as soon as I get the Chaos Emeralds, I will say fuck it in this let's play in this playthrough, because you'll see. I'll stop. No, I'll seriously stop. Because people keep telling me yesterday, hey Sam, just don't worry. But no, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this right now as good as I can until I get the Chaos Emeralds. Then I'll stop. I'll stop giving a shit. You wanna know why? Yesterday I recorded this game. Started at 6 a.m. and midnight when I went to bed. Still didn't finish recording. Not because the game's hard. No, I had like 10 lives at the end of when I stopped recording. But just because I got hit so many times and screwed up so many times that it was unpleasing and unappealing to me. I was so disappointed in myself and unsatisfied that I had to restart the game over and over and over again, 24 hours long, recording this one game and playing through Marble Zone and through the Labyrinth Zone over and over again. Yeah! Fuck that! So I'm really glad. I'm really glad that I'm doing this well right now. I'm not getting hit. I'm pretty much keeping all my lives. I didn't screw up with the special stages yet. So I'm pretty glad. I hope it stays this way. God damn it. I really don't want to redo this. I really don't want to redo this.